What's going on YouTube, friends, family, tribe, and followers? So today we're going to be talking about the AUG A3 NATO, and specifically the new ARID CONCEPTS Trigger. So we hear consistently people talking about the AUG and, oh my God, the AUG has such a bad trigger. Oh my goodness, the AUG trigger, it's just so sloppy. It's disgusting. The AUG trigger. So we live in the modern world. With the modern world though, we have some delightful benefits. That which is upgrades, people. Upgrades.
Upgrades, people. Upgrades.
Okay, so with the AUG ARID upgrades, not only do I have a new trigger, but I also now have a new selector, a new magazine release, and holy shit, would you look at it? Would you just look at it?
Would you look at that?
I'm gonna edit in though. Would you just look at it? So I can edit this bullshit part out. Now we're in cinematic mode.
Are you filming?
Yeah, I'm filming. You can go in the background and do dumb shit.
I was gonna put this rock over.
You have full permission to go in the background and do dumb shit.
Well, I was gonna
Give the people something to look at, something to entertain them. Okay, so with this, we also have a new handguard. So gone are the days of the massive, disgusting handguard or the only option of the fold down. I know some people really like that. I know some people like the aesthetic. I personally just wasn't a huge fan of it. That's me. If you like running your AUG in a different way, that's perfectly fine. I'm not gonna hate on you for how you wanna run your AUG, but I like the availability now, or at least, you know, we're getting there, of the availability of trying to make the AUG a little bit more modern. The guys that have been following me for a while, you know that one of my biggest gripes about the AUG is that we're just straight up living in the past. One issue with the AUG for a long time is that the AUG was in the 70s. He's like, guys, we're not in the fucking 70s anymore. Like, I'm trying to run a decent firearm in the modern age because the AUG's reliable. It's piston driven. You got 16 inches of fucking hate. But there was always something left to be desired about the AUG. Now, the only thing that I have left that I want to upgrade with this is I really want that magazine release. Or, correction. I really want the bolt release on here. That's the only thing that I'm missing with this AUG as of right now. And once I get that, this girl's going to be perfect. Another thing is I'd like to upgrade the optic at one point. We'll get there to make sure it's clear. Oh man, look at that. From the top, we have a Dead Air Sandman S. Always make sure that you have your barrels taped in some way. If you guys hike, if you camp, if you're out in the mountains, you know why. And then I have the Modlite OKW. I stopped running a pressure switch and I went to the button just because I hate having white light NDs. I also hate giving away my position and potentially getting all of my friends and family killed. Oof. So right here we have the, I just forgot the fucking name of it. Oh, we have the Purst 4. Now this is straight from Russia. This is a full power laser, and as you can see, yes, I am a hypocrite because I'm running a pressure pad. However, it is so far back that, at least so far, we'll see. So far, I have not once accidentally hit that, and I like that. Moving down, we have the prototype rail from ARID. We have the old CAC 90 degrees. Shepherd Defense sling. This is the double padded. Hopefully I'll be selling these here soon. We'll see. And then we have the Attleball 1x8. I actually really like this optic for what it is. This is the XP8. For what it is, this is great. I've actually reached out and touched to 850 meters with my 16-inch AR. So for the price, these are not bad. That being said, there's better things on the market, but for the price, mint. And then next we have the Trijicon RMR. I fucked up and went with a 3.5. I would recommend going a lot smaller dot than that. At least on a rifle. On a handgun, it's a little bit different. Personally, I'd rather have a lot more fine dot, but you know, whatevs. All right, so as I said previously, the trigger, the safety selector, the magazine release are all ARID, and then this is Corvus Defensio. And if you want to be able to go from your optic to your red dot, this is imperative. You absolutely need to have a brass deflector if you're wanting to do left-hand shooting, if you're wanting to transverse, if you're wanting to fucking do anything crazy cool guy stuff. That brass up in your face, it does suck. It's not fun, and I don't enjoy it. Wouldn't recommend it. All right, so I believe that is the entire gun. Let's go ahead and feel that trigger. All right, once again, we just checked that the rifle is clear, but you know, might as well check again. So we are on the wall. No creep, no creep, no creep. Bam, look at that. We're gonna let it out. And again, nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm trying to get this so you guys can see it the best. Oh man, that is jeez. Just once more because I want to. All right, enough talking about it. Let's get to shooting it. Helps if you're racking around. Transition right! I'm out. All right, I'd like to preface that, yes, I am a Neanderthal, but trust me, this actually does work. Don't judge me.
I'm not.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Ah. Just need a little lube. I shot the target off. Please stand by. I wonder if we broke it this time or if the nut just came out again. Oh, there's the... Oh, look, there it is. Where's the spring? Probably still somewhere in the universe, just... All right, and we are back. You know, honestly, so far, I don't have anything bad to say about this. I mean, that is a smooth trigger. And if you go back and actually look, I was actually backing my finger off too far from the trigger because I'm so used to having to push out farther on the AUG with the reset. And the reset on this is next to nothing. So Now, this isn't a 100% sign off, so I cannot give a 100% sign off. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a poor boy, and I don't have the ammunition to give you some 10,000 ammunition test. Oh my God, this is the best thing that I've ever felt in the history of forever. But as of right now, I have not felt anything remotely as nice on an AUG as the ARID Concepts Trigger. This thing is fantastic. Some wide transitions, so. Yeah, you're good. Beep. My love for AUGs is just born again new. All right, let's try that again. I guess we won't try that again. Magazine boy! The rifle kind. They're in the, yeah, that bag. Middle pouch. Middle pouch. Give me 2.
Wait.
Okay, so here's another lesson, and I keep having to learn this over and over again. Even AUGs, as reliable as they are, need lubrication. So I've been meaning to do this, of keeping lube in your buttstock. The AUG actually has a pocket for that, but I am once again a fucking Neanderthal, a claim to be outdoorsman. I just threw them. Oh, okay, hold on. Magazine boy! You're dismissed. All right, so what kind of a test would this possibly be if we didn't add in snow? One thing that I absolutely love about the AUG is how quickly it breaks down. So with the AUG, all you need is to press this one button in the back, push this all the way through, and you are disconnected. And then we have our bolt assembly. Just throw that right there in the snow. All right, let's bring you down a little bit more. There we go. All right, so here is the inside of our ARID Concepts Trigger. So what we are going to be doing is just packing this. Just muck it all up. Oh, there we go. Let's get some in there too, why don't we? Let's just fill this with snow. There we go. And that should do it. All right. This should be interesting. Oh, that's not even close all the way. There we go. All right. All right. And we are in business. Let's see how this does. And we are shooting 55 grain steel case because if it can't take steel, it doesn't deserve brass. All right, we'll see. Click. There's a no-go. Let's try another one. Test 2. All right. Guess that one round didn't like it. Let's see what that's. For whatever reason, it did not like this one round. Overall, I'd say it could handle the snow. Now, obviously, that is not the most scientific test in the history of forever, so let's do a little bit more. All right, so I don't feel like that last test was just quite enough. Maybe we need more snow. I only had one malfunction. That was from the first round of God knows how old a 55 grain steel case. I feel like we could do better. Let's do better. I say let's wait about 5 minutes or so. Be right back.
Few moments later.
In 5 minutes. So let's see if this did anything. Is this a scientific test?
Yes, science!
Will this prove much of anything, really? I don't know. I'm not a mathematician, but let's see. Okay. Oh. I do not know. Okay, so once again, steel case, 55 grain. And there's no All right, next up on the rocket docket, we are going to be doing a little test. Snow is pretty much cleared fully. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this nice slop, just kind of get it all in there. Yeah, let it just seep. Oh. Fucking soup. All right, let's try and clear the bigger rocks. I just want mud. I'm trying to test this, not fuck up my gun. All right. Let's see how this goes. I did this really fucky wucky, and I'm not sure why I decided to do it this way, but you know, here we are. And living with the consequences of my actions. What's going on here? Oh man, it's not going to go. Okay. Maybe we put too much mud. Oh, there. Nope. There we go. All right, let's do a couple dry fire tests. All right, dry fire is successful. This is why we do OP training, because no one knows how to shut the actual fuck up. You.
Hey, conduct sales for the next 30 minutes, okay?
You. We are shooting 55 grain steel case. I was recording for that.
You should put that in there. It's gonna be this blooper.
All right. Well, it racked the new round, but it didn't look like it reset trigger. Oh. Weird. Well, it works. It just doesn't like it, which I'm not surprised about. You just have to pull the trigger back a little bit harder, but it does work. It did not like that at all.
You just didn't like it.
Yeah, you just have to pull the trigger back harder. I am now going to rinse this out, but it does work. Didn't like it, but it works. Yeah, you just have to pull the trigger a little bit harder,
Yeah.
which I can't say I'm too surprised about. Oof.
How bad is it?
Yo. I mean, I'm surprised this fucking worked at all. Fucking soup. So, if for some fucking reason your AUG gets filled with mud, the ARID will work.
I bet.
Killed it.
That's going on the bloopers.
Oh, you didn't even see that.
Oh.
Holy shit.
For those
that
of you who
fucking
didn't just
cat-
see, he just shot his
that
bolt
fucking
straight on the
catapulted
fucking
the ball.
ground.
Man, that's like a
Could you
fucking
recreate
weapon.
that?
I don't know if I could recreate that. That was a fucking weapon, though.
That was great.
All right. I do not recommend any of this by any means. once again, that is the soup sandwich that is inside right now of the ARID trigger. It did work. You just have to pull the trigger a hell of a lot harder. I am now going to clean this.
It's actually not too much up in the upper.
No, but it is fucking caked in this bitch. I might have gone a little overboard. Hey, it worked.
It worked.
I don't see a single scenario that you would ever, under any circumstance, have that much mud, or how you'd have that much mud. But you know, if you did, it works. You just have to pull the trigger really hard, which with this is saying something, because this trigger pull is
It's a really light one.
Light.
That's coming from me, who hates fucking bullpup triggers.
Okay. You know what?
Can someone record all this? Okay, we're getting it on camera. Cool.
I don't know if I'm even making this more clean or...
Probably gonna worse.
I mean, you're getting most of the gunk out, but I would probably clean it when you get home.
Hey. Hold it out.
Yeah.
Hold it out.
Yeah, pull out.
How's that chamber? The back chamber?
That's just dirty.
This is okay.
That's just regular dirty.
Okay, cool.
I mean, you got most of the mud out.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
No, okay. All right, so final thing that I have to say about the ARID trigger for the AUG. If you get a shit ton of mud all gunked up in here for whatever reason, it's probably not going to function that well. It did work, yes, but I had to pull it a lot harder than I needed to. That being said, I can't think of a single scenario that I would ever have that much mud up inside of the AUG. I don't see how you would be able to manage to get that much mud in there. So it did pass the test. Wasn't the best thing ever. I would not recommend putting that much mud inside of your AUG. But as far as getting snow up in here, as far as getting mud up in here, as far as just existing in the Pacific Northwest, this thing has done really well. So I have roughly about 400 rounds through it now, give or take. I haven't been counting exactly. I know, shame on me. Like I said previously, I do not have the funds to put some crazy amount of 10,000 rounds through this to test out if this is the best and greatest thing ever. Another thing you have to take in consideration, and I was told this by the manufacturer, so ARID themselves, that you have to make sure that you tune this very well, or it's not going to function the best as they designed it. So you do have to tune this. You have to make sure and test it. They're going to give you manuals and all that jazz, tell you how to do it. They did it for me. I know I'm cheating here, but overall, I would say that if you own an AUG, I would highly recommend looking into this. I had all the other guys that are with me. 2 of them are not bullpup fans at all, and even they were impressed of how great this thing feels. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. I'm trying to find something negative or something bad or anything that I can, kind of downplay on this. I can't come up with anything. There's, so far this has been a fantastic trigger. I mean, hell, even just the dry fire alone. I mean, God, would you just... And I realize we did this in the beginning of the video, but like, just once again, just... Oh, nut. I would say that, arguably that compares to the majority of ARs. I haven't even felt that good of a trigger. And, there's no wiggle on it. There's no fucking creep. It's just beautiful. And that's all I can really say about that.
That's all I have to say about that.
As you guys know, I am a huge fan of the AUG. That being said, and this has nothing to do with the ARID trigger, but if you do not own an AR-15, go out, buy an AR first, get trained on an AR. Once you feel proficient, once you feel like you've got the AR down, then, and only then, move into an AUG platform or maybe, you know, an AK platform. But I would say if you are in the United States, you should be starting on an AR. They're way too common. AR magazines, AR parts, they're way too common. So many people use them. The last thing that you want to do is shit hits the fan and you're with some weird niche weapon and you can't find parts and you're running with a team and they don't have parts that you can have. Not the route that you want to go. So if you are planning on prepping for, you know, shit hits the fan, what have you, I would not recommend grabbing an AUG first. Now, AUGs are going to be in my arsenal, absolutely. If I had 3 guns to grab, shit hits the fan, I'm going to grab an AR, probably a secondary AR, and then my AUG. I most likely, personally, I wouldn't grab a bolt gun, just because I'm not a bolt guy. There are huge benefits, and I do recommend having bolt men in your team. Have DMR guys, have, you know, the precision dudes on a team, absolutely. I'm just not one of them. And you know, that is what it is. I do train with bolts, but you know, I'm a rifleman, and that's my fucking role, and I know it. That has nothing to do with the trigger, but you know, if you guys follow me, I go off on tangents, and that's just kind of what I do. So as of right now, I would say that the ARID Concepts Trigger is an absolute go. Hell yeah, ARID Concepts. Thank you for letting me test your products, and hopefully we can see some more craziness out of you guys in the future when it comes to the AUG platform. If you like me, if you like what I do, we do have a Patreon. I want to extend my absolute fucking gratitude and love towards my patrons. Fucking love you guys. You are the reason that I can do what I do out here out in the mountains. Love you guys. Thank you. For everyone else that supports me, you're fucking awesome as well. If you want to grab some awesome merch, if you want to grab some products, website is in bio. Don't forget to smash that bell button, hit that like, leave a fucking comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ape together strong, go outside and train, family and tribe.